Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game, Yange versus Ceron. This game taking place here on Amazonia. On the top right hand side of the map, we have Yange spawning as the blue orc, and in similar colors, we have Ceron spawning as the teal night elf. Hey Burrow Rush, how are you doing? For all of you guys out there watching this on YouTube, I read an article or saw a short or saw something that basically said one of the reasons why you may not be getting enough viewers is, well, you have a lot of subscribers who no longer watch your content. And with that, well, apparently there's like some YouTube metrics that say if only a certain percentage of your subscribers watch your video, then it's not going to actually recommend your videos who have the similar keywords to other people. So out there, I do have like 60,000+ subscribers, and well, not that many of them watch my content anymore. So if you came across the video, I'm trying to not push the content to all of my subscribers. We'll see what my metrics look like after a week of doing that, but still subscribe, all of that jazz. It does definitely help. All right, Blade Master opening things up with a Voodoo Lounge and a War Mill. Or Orc opening up with a Blade Master and a War Mill first. Still no barracks, so we may be seeing a quick tech to tier 2 with Blade Master Harass. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, classic Keeper of the Grove now, as we are looking at an archer who will be, well, trying to get that lightning shield, and then standing in the right spot, right in between the Wisp and that Ancient of War, I believe. Is it going to get that lightning shield? Ancient of War making its way over, going to go ahead and get that shot. There's that lightning shield, and we're already off to get in some big damage. Keeper of the Grove should be coming online, popping on out here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Blade Master will be popping on here as well. We can see a watchtower also being placed down. So this is a very defensive, passive style of play. Perhaps he's hoping that the Keeper of the Grove is not going to try and harass, but that's got to be the Keeper of the Grove's mission objective, or MO, in just a little bit. There's probably subscribers on YouTube who only watch on Twitch since you have the scheduled time of cast. Yeah, that's true too. But even though on Twitch, usually I get maybe 25, if I'm lucky, 50 subscribers if there isn't someone who does who doesn't raid my channel. So 50 views. 50 views that would normally be on YouTube versus 50 views on Twitch. I think that's almost inconsequential. I think I'll take a look and see if there is actually a noticeable difference. But anyways, let's focus on this game here. Keeper of the Grove gonna try to aggro these creeps back to home, and while being back to home, wants to see what the Blade Master is doing. Blade Master is now going to go and try and slice and dice his way through, take down a couple of these wisps, as the Blade Master now tries to wind walk his way back out. All right. Keeper of the Grove being forced to actually stay inside the base here. Not sure if the Blade Master is nearby. All right, Blade Master now going to walk on out, but it is buying time for him. There's that reveal, but the Blade Master was already, well, hop, a skip, and a jump away, as we see that quick tech to tier 2. All right, that quick tech to tier 2 wasn't even really that quick, as we see another watchtower being placed down. This is very odd indeed. 2 watchtowers is fairly defensive as already. A 3rd and 4th watchtower is pretty much unheard of, unless it is your starting expo, because there are also orc burrows here if you need some sort of static defense. Blade Master going to quickly get well, there's Dust of Appearance. Blade Master gets entangled and could be in a little bit of trouble here, taking a little bit of damage. Is he going to double back around? What is he doing? Buying a Staff of Teleportation and now using a Windwalk Strike, trying to go after an archer. Blade Master now heading over here to the top right hand side. There is a healing salve. Blade Master is using his time well, though. If this is all part of the orc strategy, just try and get to tier 2 quickly, as we are still seeing more watchtowers being placed down. All right, a 5th watchtower in the primary base. Let me know what your thoughts are. Very unorthodox. That income is not being used anywhere except to defend a place that is currently not being attacked, as a wisp gets taken down here. Blade Master trying to clean up or force a little bit of lumber issues coming in from Ceron, as another wisp gets taken down. We are down to 9 wisps total, and that is a pretty short number, as we see a little bit of lumber, well, still being harvested off over here. Coming back around, the Keeper of the Grove trying to clear out this creep camp. Kobold Taskmaster will fall, giving level 3 to the Keeper of the Grove. Perhaps level 2 Entangle, Tome of Intelligence. There's a little bit of a bash there. Claws of Attack +4 as well, as the unit looks to back away. Blade Master is still, after all this time, sitting at level 1. We can see there's a bestiary and, well, a quick, I believe that was a Dust of Appearance charge, just to make sure there wasn't a hidden archer anywhere nearby. Blade Master going to take down this rogue with no problem. No Shadow Hunter as a second hero, as the Keeper of the Grove now comes across here. Are we going to get the War Mill upgrade? Yeah, War Mill upgrades already being researched. That is a lot of poke damage going back, as one building already taken down. Blade Master nearby, second ring of superiority. That +1, +1 to every single stat should help, as the Blade Master now looks to fall back here. That is a lot of, well, a lot of archers dead here, as the Blade Master quickly sells one of those rings of superiority in order to get the healing salve. Once the reinforced defenses is completed, though, the archers do not want anything to do with trying to take down those towers. A sudden drop in how much damage those archers are dealing, well, makes it inefficient. All right. Blade Master looking to get the last hit on that archer, unable to do so. Blade Master down to 169 hit points, forced to use a Clarity Potion and a Healing Salve back at home. Still no second hero, as we are now going into a barracks. Okay, that barracks is incredibly late, as we saw the bestiary completed first. All right. Well, apparently that barracks was just there for show, quickly getting cancelled, as we see a second bestiary now getting added in as well. Are you perhaps looking at mass raiders or mass wind riders at this point in the game? The wind riders with envenom spears do come as a bit of a surprise, but remember, these archers do deal pretty decent damage. They have the right armor type, as we now see Ceron quickly rotating into glaive throwers. All right, glaive throwers, only 300 hit points. They take pretty big damage there, as we're looking at the Blade Master trying to catch up to that glaive thrower and take it out. Glaive thrower now, well, down to 82 hit points. We'll see what happens here, as we are looking at the barracks now getting, well, target practiced by one archer. This group of archers should have no problem taking it down when the time comes. All right. Yes, just lobbing those attacks here. That barracks is just going to end up falling as well. But remember, that barracks was canceled a number of times, and perhaps that's just giving Ceron a false sense that he's disrupting his game plan when Yange is still, well, trying to play a pretty standard or a pretty unorthodox game here. Wind Rider down to 43 hit points. It's going to try and retreat high above the trees, get away from those archers. Wind Rider, is he going to be able to hide above the trees there? Little bit of poke damage on those Wind Riders, on those pair of Wind Riders, as we see 4 Wind Riders now take to the skies. Blade Master sitting at level 2. We see a couple of Wind Riders out here. Are they actually going to try and do creeping during this time? That would be a little bit, well, unusual, as we look at the Blade Master once more getting Dust of Appearance revealed. Glaive Thrower also with, well, some wisps to repair. Ancient Protector now getting added in as well, as the Blade Master needs to figure out what his long-term plan is. Does a Windwalk strike against a wisp, and now needs to teleport back home. All right, teleporting back home. Wind Riders are nearby. Are we going to see some burst damage? Yeah, there you are. 1, 2, well, one more attack would have been enough. It finally gets taken down. The Wind Riders are trying to be nearby to try and protect, as the Blade Master is in trouble. He gets poked down with those cold arrows and all of those archers. Repairs are working pretty hard, though. Watchtower does have a bit more range than those archers, so until those archers firmly plant themselves, they're not going to be able to do very much. All right. Wind Riders finding, well, one Glaive Thrower out in the open. That's going to get taken down. Another Glaive Thrower could, well, one round of attack. Well, another round of attack. One more shot should finish it off. That one Wind Rider able to get away. But remember, there is no hero out for Orc. those glaive throwers getting taken down are not giving any experience whatsoever, and these Wind Riders are actually a bit weak, as we're going to see another archer taken out here as well. All right, archers trying to chase after those other units, but, well, it's superior numbers for the Wind Riders, as the Wind Riders are, well, winning out a battle against these archers, as some archers are being left behind. One Wind Rider down to 36 hit points. It gets poked down there easily. Perhaps a Forest Troll Trapper, well, helping in that fight as well. All right, Glaive Thrower, well, getting poked again. We see one Ancient Protector out here. We're going to see a Tome of Agility perhaps picked up. No, Blade Master apparently doesn't want it. There is a Demolisher already in position as well. As what is the Wind Rider trying to do? So much XP, yeah, so much, a lot of missed opportunities for experience. We're looking at 42 supply, 41 supply compared to 42. But remember, 2 Demolishers and a handful of Wind Riders, and those are supply-heavy units that, well, need to find the right opportunity, as we see another Windwalk Strike taking down another Glaive Thrower. This Blade Master, this solo style of play on the Blade Master, no supporting hero, makes it difficult for the Blade Masters to stick around in these fights. He doesn't have a way to, well, extend his hit point bar, so to speak, to make that battle longer and to really burst down any of those units. Blade Master now looking to engage here. Wind Riders coming back across. You see Vorpal Blades now getting researched for those Glaive Throwers, as also allows them to attack trees. All right, so they're able to increase the speed of glaives, also allows them to attack trees. I thought it was like that ability to pierce. So apparently, I don't know what those Vorpal Blades are for. All right, let's go ahead. Demolishers lobbing attacks as well. There is finally that barracks in the back. A little bit of damage getting added once more as the Demolishers are trying to retreat back here. Cold arrows making it difficult as we are looking at some repairs. No repairs, but all of the guard towers now getting in some good amount of damage on those units who are just simply walking by. Meanwhile, Wind Riders, well, able to take down that Ancient of War. There is another Goblin Shredder right there, but we do see 2 with a 3rd Ancient Protector being built back at home. Nature's Blessing also to increase the overall armor of the main trees, and also those Ancient Protectors from 1 to 3. Glaive Throwers are fairly well protected. Demolishers, well, still you need to find a way to break out of this situation, perhaps in order to get in some of those attacks here, as the Keeper of the Grove now needs to back up again. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, Staff of Teleportation for that Blade Master. He's going to retreat back home. We can see some repairs getting underway. Blade Master wants to, well, get in some damage on that Glaive Thrower, be able to burst it down, as the Glaive Thrower with, well, I guess very slow attack speed, but still seemingly attacking quick enough as this Ultra of Storms gets taken down. Blade Master, Windwalk Strike onto the Keeper of the Grove. More damage getting added in Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Demolishers could be lobbing in more attacks. There's a Scroll of Town Portal to try and retreat, and there go back all those units. But the Ultra of Storms was lost. Coming back through, Blade Master sitting at level 3. We're looking at a Keeper of the Grove at 3, Naga Sea Witch, who will soon be at level 2 here. And, well, Ceron just trying to, well, play a much more traditional game now. He's going to get higher hero levels, level 3 on that Keeper of the Grove. Getting that level 2 Naga Sea Witch opens up Fork Lightning, if that is Ceron's plan. I think I've seen... I don't know if it's Yange or Yange. Not quite sure how I want to pronounce that name, but I've seen him, and the fact that he has a flag, it means that he's he's playing against Ceron, means that he's like at least a semi-pro as they're going up against each other here. So how are these players playing, and why are they playing with this a little bit of unorthodox strategy? As we're looking at more Demolishers getting trained up. 48 over 51 supply. There's Dust of Appearance being left behind. Blade Master is he gonna get rooted. No, he is not. Keeper of the Grove, I think, could have entangled to stop that and then open up a little bit more damage again. Blademaster does have to be careful. He wants to Windwalk Strike, take down some of those units. Blademaster gonna get all of that Clarity Potion disrupted there. All right, Demolisher could lob a couple of easy attacks onto that Glaive Thrower. That Glaive Thrower pretty much dropping down to 100 hit points in no time flat. The Demolisher is able to lob that attack over there with no problem. Meanwhile, Wind Rider is here as well, trying to poke apart some of these Moonwells in that front position. So Orc is just doing a great job of constant harassing as we see another Windwalk Strike, our Potion of Lesser Invulnerability quickly being used there. One gonna get taken down, another gonna get taken down as well. So 2 quick kills by the Blade Master here as he now gets entangled and could get pummeled absolutely right here. Does have a Potion of Healing and a Scroll of Healing for that matter, and now gonna go ahead and back away. All right, retreating all the way back inside the base, and we see all of these guard towers here. This is a difficult spot to fight its way through as the Demolishers do have serious range, able to attack past all of those archers and other units there.
A town is under siege.
All right, coming back, all right, down on the left-hand side. Yeah, so I believe the W3 booster overlay ties into the W3 champions database, and that's why they're able to show country of origin on those flags on the north. I don't put those flags there, so that is part of what is known by the W3 champions database. As we see an Ancient Protector throwing a boulder at the wrong Wind Rider, could have easily taken down that 47 hit point Wind Rider right there. All right, trying to get some damage in on a Goblin Shredder. Goblin Shredder is already retreating back. Are we going to see an arrow shot? No, we are not. Wind Rider able to fall back again once more. Now, Orc is sitting on well, nearly 1,000 gold, 48 over 51 supply, and now going to be buying some items from the Voodoo Lounge as once more. Common strategy. Seems to be pretty standard for Orc to spend a lot of gold at the Voodoo Lounge to get all of effectiveness out of those consumable items. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove still sitting at 3, Naga Sea Witch still sitting at 2, and it feels like Orc or Night Elf doesn't really quite know how to approach this. There is Ancient Protectors all around here. The Wind Riders have been causing problems and disruption, and the Keeper of the Grove is now finally at level 4. We're going to see that the Blade Master is also at level 4 here. Perhaps try and burst down this Goblin Shredder. There's level 4 now on the Goblin Shredder as the Wind Riders were able to find a Wisp and perhaps poke it apart. Goblin Shredder trying to clear out some of these trees. And by clearing out these trees, making it so that those Wind Riders are temporarily visible. All right, quickly finding that Goblin Shredder, Blade Master absorbing all of those attacks, and now Wind walks away. Keeper of the Grove off to the north here. Naga Sea Witch still sitting at level 3 or level 2, could get to level 3 easily. Keeper of the Grove can summon some more Treants as well, as we see the Blade Master taking down a couple of Treants at the Expo. Wisps are still getting harassed here, and the Wind Riders are just playing a very big harassment game overall. Goblin Sapper trying to push his way through, unable to get inside. The Glaive Thrower was able to get in some good damage here, so perhaps the Goblin Sapper could have been used to burst down that Altar of Elders or some other buildings. 35 supply over 60, and I'm wondering where all of Ceron's gold is going. It seems like he's just constantly replacing things back at home, and that's why he's starting to run a bit low on gold. Meanwhile, Blade Master picks up a Sobi mask and is now simply retreating back as well. Keeper of the Grove perhaps going to try to get an entangle off on that Blade Master. Nope, keeps on losing just outside of range here as the Blade Master now finally falls back again. So the Demolishers were more as a defensive measure, being able to help burst down a Glaive Thrower if the Glaive Thrower got within range of the watchtowers. Naga Sea Witch should be able to get to level 3. Keeper of the Grove will stay at level 4. There's level 3 now on the Naga Sea Witch. Level 2, Fork Lightning, most likely the call here as the Blade Master quickly forces a cancellation at the Expo, all the wisps simply detonating on that Blade Master there. Coming back down, Blade Master ready to put in pressure. A second Tree of Life is being placed down. I don't see Staff of Preservations as Goblin Sappers have been hired up. Oh, the Goblin Sapper was not spotted, or was it? I believe the Keeper of the Grove does in fact spot it, and rather than allow the Keeper of the Grove to get the hits, forces the detonation, or forces that Goblin Sapper to just simply blow up the trees next door. All right. Goblin Sappers perhaps had high ambitions and high hopes of taking down some major buildings here in the Night Elf base. Instead, just walks outside, doesn't get outside his front yard in order to clear some trees. Naga Sea Witch, Keeper of the Grove, ready to engage. There's Dust of Appearance. Dust of Appearance was not applied to the Blade Master. Perhaps wasn't close enough as the Blade Master able to, do a double take and run back around again. We're looking at 30 seconds left of mining, and this is a weird way to get into this point and stage in the game. All right, Renegade Wizard is gonna get taken down. All of the Enforcers and the Brigands were actually still shadow melded because the Blade Master had a potion of invulnerability. Fork Lightning takes down that Blade Master there. That's gonna give an opportunity and buy time to clear out of this creep camp. And that is going to be a very big deal. Renegade Wizard getting a purge across there. We're going to see True Shot Aura. And is this going to be what Ceron needed to really bring or blow this game wide open? Also giving additional damage to all of these archers. All right, Lightning Shield about to take down one of those archers there. Lightning Shield finally coming to an end. All right, Blade Master was resurrected. You can see a quick reveal off to the north, having... Well, as now we are looking at the Tree of Ages, walking on over. Not quite sure why not to bring this Tree of Life. Tree of Life was built inside. Normally, you build a second so that you can use Staff of Preservation to still send people back to your main base that has all of these Moonwells. All right, 300 mana capacity. We're looking at the Blade Master looking to take down the Forest Troll Trappers here, as the Wind Riders do need a little bit more healing. All right. Apparently, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. No longer needing that Demolisher there. Not quite sure. Well, what is it? What did he spend the extra 2 gold on? On Troll Bat Riders. All right, so Troll Bat Riders are joining in on the fight. We are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 Demolishers who are not doing anything except staying close to home. And now Ceron is looking to entangle this gold mine here at the southern spot. Not your traditional game by any stretch, as the Ancient Protectors are getting into position. They're going to root themselves here in just a moment, and, well, that could be a very big deal. A couple of Wisps also could get taken down here as the Ancient Protectors are trying to root, and here we go. Wisps are going to, well, try and hide quick, massive detonations. This Ancient Protector was trying for a long time to root itself, unable to do so as the Blade Master was taking its rooting spot, as now the Bat Riders are trying to retreat back as well. A bit of liquid fire, making it difficult for those Ancient Protectors to easily attack. We're going to see a quick entangle now on that Blade Master, who uses that Potion of Invulnerability coupled with a Wind Walk in order to get away quickly. Couple of Wisps should be jumping inside of this entangled gold mine, but, well, the Wind Riders and Troll Bat Riders are there to ensure Ceron is not getting any additional mining going. Right, Keeper of the Grove ready once more. Naga Sea Witch, level 5, level 4. Blade Master is pretty much by himself, and this is one of those games where I'm not quite sure where all of the gold was spent. I mean, take a look at this. We have 5 watchtowers. More watchtowers were placed down. We only have mass archers. We don't have any Ancients of Lore for Dryads or Druids of the Claw or anything like that. as the Blade Master now, well, going after the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch does have a potion of invulnerability. Not quite sure what the Naga Sea Witch is doing right there. Could turn back around. There's a Dust of Appearance. Blade Master is in, well, causing a bit of problems. There's a potion of invulnerability there, as we see an Entangle now go down. All right, are we going to see Fork Lightning perhaps go across onto those Wind Riders? That is the question. 15-second invulnerability isn't long enough, as the Naga Sea Witch may find out that suddenly those Wind Riders can attack back pretty quickly. There's a nice Fork Lightning finishing off one of the Troll Bat Riders, but the archers really need to make those, punish those Wind Riders so that they can be finished off with that Fork Lightning, or vice versa. Cold Arrows, well, slow moving Demolisher, one Demolisher down, second Demolisher going to get taken down as well. I believe that was 3 of the 4 Demolishers lost. Was that 3 of the 4? Well, there's 2 Demolisher corpses down to the south here. Meanwhile, the Wind Riders are able to poke apart and now trying to disrupt a bit of mining here as the Blade Master comes back down to the south. All right, 1 Demolisher being left in the back. That is it, as Ceron is still trying to, well, get full saturation on this gold mine. Will not be able to get there, and these Wisps need to all hide once again. It feels like the Blade Master and those Wind Riders have done so much harassing on all of these Wisps. That's why, and so much detonation, perhaps that's where all of the gold had gone. Detonating does not give experience, therefore, I would normally think that there are higher level heroes at this point, but perhaps all the detonations was experience loss, preventing that Blade Master from getting to level 6. Wind Rider now retreating back as well. In comes a Glaive Thrower. Glaive Thrower quickly getting purged down. One more shot would have been enough. Needs to get some repairs. Another round of Wisps getting taken down here. And I'm not quite sure what the Glaive Throwers are out here to counter right now, as the Glaive Throwers are pretty much a liability more than anything. All right, there. 184 critical strike, taking down that Glaive Thrower. Dust of Appearance on the Blade Master. Blade Master could have a bit of problems trying to get away, down to 100. And, well, Ceron ends up winning the game. Not quite sure what to expect or make of this particular match, guys. Just very defensive. There was reinforced defenses. Not quite sure why. Well, I guess after Yange left, the upgrade was forgotten. But yeah, we did have reinforced defenses. We saw that earlier, but he never really tried to, well, make an actual play by coming outside of his base. What do you think ORC could have done to try and, well, contain Ceron, besides not lose his Blade Master? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's take a look at the final scores, though. Yeah, right? Just winning in almost every category. More units produced, less units killed. Both sides' armies are about the same. Just getting a lot more experience, benefiting from the creeps. That we did see how effective that Naga Sea Witch was. Those cold arrows, slowing down those Demolishers, allowing them to get picked off, and then finally the Fork Lightning finishing the job there. Little bit of a gold mine difference. Yeah, actually really close in terms of gold mine in the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.